to another weekend vlog. I've just finished up at the Forfa Recycling Centre. This weekend is a very kind of homely weekend, but I thought it might be a nice change of always being out and about. And I always like to see people's sort of organisational bits and bobs that they're doing just day to day. So I thought I'd bring you along. Just finished at the recycling centre. I had to get rid of my microwave. It has not done bad whatsoever. I've had that microwave, me and my sister were just calculating when I got it, and I've had that for about 15 years. It still worked, as in it did the thing. It wasn't heating things up particularly quickly, and it's starting to kind of leak rust, which is really, really bad and so bad for our health. So anyway, that's gone into the recycling centre. No plans to replace the microwave. Going microwave free. They're not particularly good for us anyway. The other thing that had to go in was a NutriBullet that I've had sitting in the house that's been broken for about 18 months, and it's just been sitting in the cupboard. While I'm getting organised, I thought I would get those gone. I have also cut my hair, as you can see, a little bit shorter than I usually go, but I have moments where I feel like, oh, my hair's short, I love it. And then there's other moments where I look and I'm like, my hair's so short. But I'm now stopping in on the way home to Rose Hip to grab some bits and bobs. I want to get some ginger shots from here and just see what cordials and things like that Rose has got in at the moment. So just popping in there before getting home and getting back on the house organisation train. So let's pop into Rose Hip. Few bits from Rose Hip, a couple cordials, dark berries and elderflower and red currant, staple, apple and ginger shots, red currant jelly, grape jelly, rhubarb, lavender and orange jam, and this salad sauce, blackcurrant balsamic. Look at all this mess. This is all from upstairs spare bedroom cupboard, which is, like you can see, old toys and things from my childhood that are going to be organised and moved on to new homes. So that is today's job. Obscene amount of packaging that I've just put in the shed, so that's really reduced that pile. I literally, because I've been selling things on Vinted from the clear out that you would have seen at Christmas and just bits and more clearing out over the time, I've literally been collecting packaging from everybody I know so that I could just reuse packaging. So I've just put that in the shed to clear a huge amount of space. And now for the more detailed organisation. Look what a difference already. And actually this box over here, I'm going to show you. So this box here is actually not to get rid of stuff. This is things that I need to place around. This mirror I bought recently from a charity shop for the bathroom, because my bathroom is the window where the window sits and all the light comes in. It's not really possible to place a mirror in that bathroom basically for good light. So I bought this one to sit on the windowsill for things like for doing makeup and face cream and things like that. So that was a really good find from British Red Cross, £7.50, really heavy duty mirror. These are empty bottles, but I recently discovered this brand, which is Left Field Kombucha, which is a Scottish kombucha brand. So that was quite an exciting find, because I love kombucha and it's always nice to find Scottish brands. I have tried these and they're very mild in flavour, not really strong kombuchas. The floral one, which is this greeny one, it's just got, yeah, it just says the floral one. I think it tastes like a really subtle kind of old-fashioned shandy. So really like that one. This, the earthy one, it's good, but I just prefer this one. And I found those in Charlton Fruit Farm, because they have their little farm shop there. And I also found this Sass and Bale jug on sale. I saw this last summer, I think it was. They have quite a few in there, but it was on sale, and I really thought that it's heavy duty, really nice quality, and it was reduced by half price. So picked that up, and I thought that would be a really good one for summer. And I often use these jugs as vases when I run out and things like that, so really happy with that. They did previously have with it glasses as well that matched, that had this scalloped detail on the glasses as well, but they didn't have any of those left, but that's absolutely fine. Love the jug. On a recent trip to Peel Farm, I also picked up something that I've been needing, which is a big mixing bowl. I often find, like when I'm doing big batches of like salads, or when I'm baking big batches, I don't have a bowl that's big enough, so I end up using multiple bowls, which is a bit of a pain and hard actually to get the measures right. So I was looking for a big mixing bowl and found this one in Peel Farm, which I really like the detail of it. It's got sort of like meadow style wildflowers around the edge. Pretty plain otherwise, but really liked it. So I think this was the last one of this style that they had in there, but they do have ones which I think I can add a clip on over screen of similar bowls, but instead they've got sort of like, they've got chickens around the edge, which was also nice, and I was actually tossing up, but I just like the wildflower look, and I think this was the biggest one there. I've mentioned before, they also have in the back sort of like a little area that is where they have sort of like secondhand and antique bits and bobs. It's got a real mixture in there. Last time I was in, I saw some artwork which I really liked, and I went back there to see if they had it, but they did not. But I did find a couple of other pieces of artwork. So this one is some, if you can see, it's just a scene of some ducks, which I thought was absolutely beautiful. The frame in itself, I love ornate frames like this, and I'm always on the hunt. So the fact that I like the picture in it as well is a bonus. This is actually an oil painting, and I love oil paintings for the versatility. And you can see the age of it, because if you look closely, you can see the cracks in the oil. So really happy with that. It will find its place somewhere in this house. I should have said that one was £20, which I think for the frame is worth it in itself. The other one is another oil painting of sheep in sort of like what looks like a little courtyard. Really beautiful detail. Again, another really ornate, beautiful frame. So you can see it's really, you know, it's old. It's definitely an old frame. And this one was £30, so a bit bigger than the other one. So that makes sense. I bought these actually, even though I'm on a bit of an art ban at the moment, because I've got a lot of pieces that still need to find their places, but I just couldn't not with this frame. And the last thing in the box is another piece of artwork, but I don't know if you would have seen my previous video where I showed the plate of the Cries of London. So this is another Cries of London. This is one that I had already, and I've just recently had it reframed. So I've got a collection of 6 Cries of London that were just prints that I once found in a charity shop. So I'm just in the process of having them reframed, and this was the first one that was done as a sort of test to see if I liked it. And in this really pretty gold frame. This one is, I think it's called like Sharpen My Scissors. And if you didn't see that video, so the Cries of London are artworks of different market traders, and they're called the Cries of London after the way that the market traders used to shout to sell their products or their goods or their services, whatever that was. And I think the plate one was Lady Selling Oranges or something like that. So this one is Sharpen My Scissors. I've got the other ones the other 5 are still being reframed, and they should be done quite soon. So they will, in the end, what I would like is them to be going up the stairwell, because at the moment, I've said this previously, but it's got some modern art there, which is, number 1, too small for the space, and number 3, is a bit too modern in comparison to the other bits of artwork that I've got in the upstairs hallway and the downstairs, so it just doesn't really look like it works. Those artworks will find their place, but that's just not the place for them. So I'm really happy with these. I love these kind of older fashioned styles of artwork, and the plan is to have them all in sort of like mismatched frames. So yeah, I just stopped in my organising spree to show you those. Just found its place in the kitchen where the microwave used to be. This will be a job for another time, but you can see the art stash is ridiculous. All these things need to find where they're going to live. So I've just added them to the pile, but that's not all art in there. There's some load of other rubbish that needs to be sorted out that I've been collecting for goodness knows what reason, but that is going to be a job for another day. Just taking a break to pop and grab some food. There is a new Asian takeaway place that's just opened in the town. Looks really good. Literally opened last week, I think was their debut weekend, or maybe the weekend before. I want to say it's only been open a week, maximum 2. Anyway, but it looks really, really good. It's called the Saucy Asian. It looks like Wagamama level food. I'm really hoping it is. I have saved myself today. Well, I've eaten bits and bobs throughout the day, obviously, but I haven't eaten like a big meal by now like I usually would have. So yeah, it's going to be a munch. It's not, there's a big order in, obviously not just for me, other people eating as well. Very often, I think I say that a lot, like we're going to, or we've just, and that's because I'm rarely on my own these days, but obviously not everybody wants to be on camera. So just so when you see the food, you know it's not all me, although I would be quite happy with that. But anyway, I do have to share. So yeah, we're gonna go and pick up this mega Saucy Asian order, and I shall let you know what I think of it. Just back from shopping. I've been to Tesco's for a late night shop. It's now about 10:30. So I was probably one of the last people in. I think in the whole time I saw maybe like 3 other shoppers in there, maximum 4. Best way to shop in my opinion. Usually, if you're familiar with this channel, I try to shop a lot of local. I try to shop a lot of farm shops, my local zero waste shop, things like that. But sometimes things run away, and the thing is about a lot of local shops, they're not open late at night. So if you've been busy doing other things during the day, you've missed your window. Like today's Saturday, and a lot of places will be closed tomorrow on Sunday, and they were closed by the time I needed to go to the shops, and Monday will be a work day again, so that kind of closes my window when I can go around and run around and do those things. So anyway, Tesco's was my option, which was absolutely fine because there were still things that I needed to get, that I would need to get from Tesco's anyway, that I can't get from other places. But on that note, what I thought I would do is show you what I got from the shops, because I actually love to see other people's food shops and just be nosy and get ideas of what other people are buying. So I'm going to take you through what I got in my food shop. So I'm just going to film it like this just for ease. So I got avocados, these ready to eat avocados. I actually got 3, yeah, here's the other ones, 3 packs, tons of avocados, lots of avo on toast goes on here, and also lots of really quick dinners like sliced avocado with cucumber, tomato, egg, things like that. Just really easy, quick dinners, and light dinners. So avocado, lots of celery because I have plans on making celery juice. We'll go through that a bit later, but yeah, so I plan on doing a lot more juicing. So I picked up some celery, plenty of that. Apples because juicing again, but also I've been liking having at the moment sliced apple and sliced pear, so I also got pear over there as well. with some cheese just chopped up, or just literally just chopped up apple and pear for a snack. These peppers as well I absolutely love. I think these are the best peppers to have just plain on their own, not in a meal, just sliced up and eating the peppers raw. These are my favourite ones to have like that. So I've got some peppers, got some on the vine tomatoes and rocket, because there is a recipe that I want to do out of one of those books. It's one of those, oh gosh, what are they called? One tray or one tin. That's the name of the books anyway. And you just basically, it's about putting everything into one pot and putting it in the oven. And there's one of the recipes that call for tomatoes on the vine and rocket. Single orange, because one recipe calls for orange zest grated. So one orange. There's the pears that I was talking about. Bananas, plenty of bananas, because I've been using bananas in a lot of smoothies at the moment, so they go down. Tender stem broccoli, just love tender stem broccoli on the side of a lot of different things anyway. So I've got 2 big packs of those. The other one's over there somewhere. Some jumbo peanuts. Now, peanuts are not something that I eat on their own very much, but I have a recipe from one of the Deliciously Ella books that I want to try, which is like a peanut slice. It's like peanut, date and maple and some other bits and bobs that I want to make. So I needed some peanuts. Soy sauce, because this is something that I don't have in my cupboard at the minute. Very strangely enough, I went to make sort of like a noodles recipe the other day and found there was no soy sauce. So soy sauce. Halloumi, because another one of those one tray recipes calls for halloumi. Also got some feta. So I grabbed this organic feta. I actually don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. I will use it for something. I really like making this pear and feta salad. So the reason I grabbed this one is because for some reason in the Tesco's in Forfar, they don't always have the organic feta. So when I saw that, I was like, grab that. This vanilla bean paste, again, it was another one of those things where recipes sometimes call for it and it's never there when I need it. So I've got it as a stocks thing. I got some frozen pineapple chunks for smoothies. I would love to find a better brand of mayo. Mayo goes really quickly in this house. I would love to find a better brand, or should I say, I would love for a better brand to be more easily available. I do grab good ones every now and then, but like I say, I was in Tesco, so this was my option. So I've got 2 mayos. Organic medjool dates. I love medjool dates, one of my absolute favorites. Organic is obviously a bit more expensive, or if it's the same price, you're not getting the same volume, but I try to grab organic where I can. Just some chicken fillets. Generally, I like to get my meat from the butcher, but like I said, on this occasion, butcher's is closed until Monday or Tuesday, and I want to make chicken wraps tomorrow, so got some chicken fillets. Huge shop. This is going to be like over a week probably. Goat's milk. This was the last one in there. I think I've said previously that I cannot take cow's dairy, so it's always either goat or sheep. So goat's milk and goat's yogurt. It's got 2 of those. Another halloumi. I've got these, which are an absolute favorite, which is these sheep cheeses. Really soft, creamy, lovely cheese. I found in Tesco. It's usually in the kind of deli section. Got 3 of those because they're usually on offer to get 3. Got some different types of tomatoes. So the other ones are, I find, good for roasting, whereas these ones are good for like salads and things. So I've got that. Some red chilies. I've gotten figs because I keep seeing a recipe that keeps being suggested to me. Not recipe, like a quick food idea of figs with goat's cheese and honey on toast, and like tomatoes and a little kind of salad on the side. That looks, it's just been keeps coming up, and now I've got it in my head that I want figs on sourdough toast with goat's cheese. So got some figs, some ginger, huge ginger. Go through this like mad in the house because as some of you will know, no longer take coffee, so often drinking lemon, honey and ginger, so lots of ginger needed. Spring onions, cucumber, again trying to find organic where I can. Aubergines for another one of those one roasting tin recipes. This is a brand of, I've got kimchi and I've also got sauerkraut in the fridge already. This brand is fantastic, really good ingredients, so tasty. Sometimes you get like kimchis and these kind of fermented type foods, and they've been laced with citric acid, and it just makes, for me, the taste just absolutely unbearable. Not the case in this brand. Absolutely love it and been going for it like mad recently. So really good way to get some fermented foods into my diet. Carrots, got 2 packets of carrots because they go in this house. Dogs love carrots for a treat. They're going to be for juices, roasting, lots of different things. Radishes for salads, sugar snaps. So actually got a couple packets of those. Some for just kind of eating raw and snacking on, and another one because a recipe calls for it. Frozen blueberries for smoothies, frozen mango for smoothies. Frozen peas, I'm not a big one for frozen peas or just peas in general, but again, the recipe's called for these, so got some garden peas. Some extra fine green beans, again a bit like the tender stem broccoli, just nice to kind of steam and have on the side of meals. Asparagus, do have a recipe for asparagus, so a couple of those. Another recipe calls for courgettes, more tender stem broccoli, and favourite at the moment, something that I'm eating just all the time, is cashew nuts. Really loving them, craving them like mad. And in the last shop, which was it a week and a half ago, bought 2 packs and they are gone. So cashew nuts were needed. A recipe called for oregano, brown rice, milk, this Rude Health one, absolutely love, and just go through this like mad. I use a lot of this for matchas. At the moment, feeling like this has really changed the game in terms of making matcha at home, and think that this is one of the reasons why it's actually tastes better than most places that I can buy it out. My own home matcha, not to toot my own horn, I feel I've absolutely nailed it and is the best. Coconut chips. Now, if I remember correctly, I've got recipes and everything written out, but I think this is for the granola recipe, and this was the only coconut chips that I could find. So yeah, I plan on making my own granola with coconut chips, so that's why they're there. Probably won't use them all, but you can see they come in small packs, so they'll get eaten anyway. Some Rude Health almond milk gets used a lot for smoothies, and I've got some, I'm planning to do some overnight oats and things like that. Coconut milk, which is also for the same recipe as the coconut chips. Some maple syrup. For some reason, this week's recipes call for a lot of maple syrup, so pick that up. 2 of these coconut organic flours. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I know in the past I've had recipes that have called for coconut flour and not had any, so I thought I would pick them up because they were, I think they were like £2, so they were decent find. A lot of you probably will know if you've seen this channel before. Deliciously Ella, huge fan of books, her restaurant, her snacks. So just pick these up just to have around the house for quick fixes. 4 of those. I picked these bear yo-yos up because my niece wanted to have these in her packed lunch. So I've got different flavours: apple and blackcurrant, real refreshing raspberry, real tropical, and strawberry and mango. So really pleased that she's choosing this kind of stuff to go into her packed lunch actually. So bit the bullet and bought quite a few boxes of those. The other thing that we are all loving is dried fruits, and these, especially this brand, this Bear Fruit. I think this used to be Urban Fruit, maybe. I think it's just recently changed. Maybe they've been bought over, because I'm pretty sure this used to be Urban Fruit in exactly the same packaging. But this is a good brand of dried fruit, because they don't have any sugar or anything added to it, or any preservatives. So great brand. So we've got the dried mango and dried strawberry. We've also had the dried pineapple as well before, which went down really well. This is another brand of dried mango, which I love. This does have some sugar, a little bit of, yeah, of trace of natural cane sugar, which is nice. These are, of course, they have sugar on it, so, you know, they're much more moreish, and they're just a bit juicier than these ones. I think these ones are usually, I find them a bit drier. The dried strawberries, on the other hand, are really still, you know, they've got some moisture to them, whereas I find the mango and the pineapple a bit harder. Still nice, but harder. So these ones are nice, actually, for a change. Went a little bit mad on the Deliciously Ella chocolate dipped fruit and nuts. Got a whole bunch of them because I'm really enjoying them. People who come round are really enjoying them. My niece and nephew are really enjoying them. So when you factor all of that in, they have not been lasting. And the other thing is that the Tesco's in Forfar is one of the only places that I've actually been able to find this. Couldn't find it on Amazon. Not that I don't buy that much on Amazon, but that's how much I wanted to stock up on these. I went to Amazon and they didn't have it. Went to other Tesco's locally where I would have expected to find these, and no. So Tesco's Forfar, went in and just basically got a whole bunch of them. Another snack that doesn't last very long, but a great one to have in the cupboard, is these pretzel sticks. Always get this brand, always this exact one in this packaging. 2 packets of those. They will not last 5 minutes, but great snack. Some honey. Always need honey in the house. I usually buy Green City, I think it's called. Yeah, Green City honey, which is from Glasgow. But again, I usually get that in my local zero waste shop, which was closed by the time I was going to the shopping. Explained that earlier. So just got a smaller Tesco's honey for now, until I can get that other one during the week. And a big almond butter, because this is another thing that's going down just at rapid pace.